In comes a boom. In comes a boom. Welcome, everybody. Merry Christmas coming up, I guess we could say. Oh, there you go. Had to switch this around. TC doesn't like being on the wrong side of the world. And I understand. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming in. I am Dawn from Two Hip Chicks, and the gentleman over here is...
I'm TC from TKR Video Central. Welcome.
Welcome, everybody. And we are here today, back with Finding Music Mojo. We took a little hiatus, or what do you want to call it? We juggled around a little bit.
We took an extra week off.
Yeah.
That's all.
We packed
one extra week.
Early. Yeah. We did an extra show, and then we decided, hey, let's step back a little bit. But that was cool. Mom was surprised. She's like, I thought you guys were taking 2 weeks off. I'm like, we did.
Yeah.
We did. And there you have it. So, we back. Patrick is here, reserving the spot for Brenda Reed. Well, isn't that sweet of you, Patrick? Thank you so much.
Yeah, Patrick, you're really sweet there.
Yeah, really sweet there, Patrick, for sure. But yeah, everybody, this week we are just kind of going to discuss Christmas music. We would love to hear your take on it, what you love, what you hate. I know that I think a lot of people are up to here with Mariah Carey. That one song. She had a whole album, guys.
Yeah, she has a whole album, guys. Why don't you use it?
Let's not forget about that. So, as far as Christmas music goes, TC, you've been doing the whole holiday hootenanny thing.
Yeah.
Which is very cool. And I'm loving it because some of the stuff you got on there is not necessarily stuff I hear all the time.
Yeah, that's the whole point of that. So I can get people to hear stuff that I love, that I've always loved, that nobody else is that familiar with. It's high time you find stuff that, there's great stuff out there, but you don't know about it because radio only plays the same, 5 or 10 current stuff, and then all the 60 or 70 from the 50s back.
Yep.
You never hear the new stuff. So that's what I'm doing.
That's very cool, and I appreciate it because I love that. And your Saturday disco is just stuff I can turn on and listen to while I'm doing other
disco,
stuff.
Man, disco.
Exactly. So I like inappropriate parodies in the 12 Days of Christmas. Yes, Patrick, exactly. Inappropriate parodies are always fun. Twisted Christmas, I think it was the album I picked up, but I just loved that stuff as well. The 12 Pains of Christmas, etc.
Yeah,
for sure.
Walking around in women's underwear,
actually a classic and one of my favorites. That and Chet's nuts roasting on an open fire. Always my favorite. Yeah.
I actually prefer chipmunks roasting my open fire, but
the chipmunks
that one's not real. That one's not really PC, and you don't want to put it on the radio because it's kind of nasty.
It is kind of, but it's still Christmas. All right, Gazo S2. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I guess we're going to have to leave that one alone. Anyway.
Yeah, that sounds like the Pogues, though. I tell you, that's the type of thing they would do.
I know, right? Why not? Oh, no. Even darker. Got to go even darker. Okay, Patrick. Patrick's in a dark, dark place this holiday season.
I guess.
So so have you found anything interesting when you're doing those holiday hootenanny ones? Have you found anything like you didn't really realize? I mean, where do you get your ideas for the list you're coming out with and the songs you're coming out with?
Going through all my Christmas music collection because I have tons of stuff, and I have downloaded tons of stuff over the years in addition to the records I had and the CDs I had, and I keep buying more from you and Mary.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. No idea.
I have a lot to listen to that I haven't included yet on one of the shows, but this week's show is going to be all comedy and novelty stuff. So,
oh goodness! All right, that'll be great. I can't wait for that. That's probably when we want to record, I guess, for sure. So, all right. So, I have my favorites.
Yeah.
Obviously, I love the Carpenters Christmas albums. But I also like some of the more traditional, the sloppy stuff you hear every year this time of year.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite Christmas music? And does it depend on your mood?
I like pretty much everything, but there's certain songs that have a special place in my heart, and they're the songs that nobody knows. So that's what I'm trying to do with Holiday Hootenanny is I'm bringing it to everybody. My favorite last night was the final live stream concert from Hanson for the fan club members like myself,
Uh-huh.
and they did it all. They did a Christmas ball, all Christmas music, and it was the first time I've ever got to hear them do At Christmas live. I mean, I was sitting here bawling. I always do when I listen to that song. It has a very special place in my heart because of stuff that was going on when it came out in 1997.
Mm-hmm.
And that song is just so important to me as far as Christmas time. It is the only song that I cannot do without at Christmas. Everything else I could listen without, not being bothered. It didn't play
Yeah,
one
not
time. I
getting
didn't
you.
play it.
Yeah.
That one has to play multiple times at Christmas time because it's just that important to me.
Very good.
I love Here for Christmas, another more recent one by Lucas Graham from 2018, I think. And there are so many that I could go into that have been on one or more. Hanson's At Christmas, the Ready Set's Wish List, a few others are all on Holiday Hootenanny #1.
Okay.
And #2 had some good stuff on it too. And #3 was all the rock stuff with Joan Jett and Extreme and all those. So
all the stuff you really don't hear when you're listening to like radio stations that are mixing in the holiday songs. They don't play.
Yeah. They did play the rock stuff when in the 80s when I was listening to Top 40 radio. They would play the Joan Jett or they would play, the harder stuff. They don't do it anymore. So
and there's not really as far as true radio stations, yeah, you could go find radio stations online that are like album oriented and whatever rock stations, but yeah, around just locally, we don't have any of that anymore that I'm aware of.
Randy, you're going to have to talk to me about this one. I'm not familiar with this.
Santa Claus.
I'm not familiar with that at all. And I love the Herb Alpert Tijuana Brass Christmas album too. That's a great album. They're great. I love Herb Alpert anyway. So everything they do.
Oh yeah, Herb Alpert's, it's a great one. In fact, I don't know, did I put that one up yet or not? I have a Herb Alpert Christmas album that I was going to play for one of our Friday ones. Let me see if I put that up or not yet. I might have. I just might have. No, I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. It was like on the 6th I put that one up, but it got blocked.
Oh, okay.
So that's why you can't find it. Sorry guys, we tried. Yeah, we tried. So that's the other fun thing about putting up that music. It gets blocked.
Yeah.
My lovely wife is here. Welcome, dear, darling. She's a little late, but she's here.
Hey, Mary, welcome. The Christmas Queen. You are the Lucy Van Pelt Christmas Queen of the Two Hip Chicks and TKR Radio Central.
She be pulling them records, baby. First introduced to TSO via the Cape Radio prior to it getting real mainstream airplay. Yeah. Yep. I want to show you something. This is probably not the original copy, but one I acquired later. Because when I was a small child, very small child, my grandmother had a turntable and she played Christmas music and she played this. This is the one, right? This is the one that had it's a box set, baby. Yes, the Longines Symphony Christmas Treasury with multiple records inside.
Yep. I bought several of those from Amazon a few years ago when they had them on download for like $10 each.
They have this is like this is a serious box set. Look at that. They go crazy here.
Yeah.
So I grew up listening to this and then whatever else might have happened on the radio. But there were a lot of really great artists on these, and they really knew how to market these puppies. Look at that.
Yeah. You
got the gold recording and all that, and then you got
Longines Symphonies presents Great Songs of Christmas.
Exactly. It's got all.
So you don't forget, order by midnight tomorrow.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Order. Don't be late. Get it in time for Christmas.
I will check this out, Randy. This sounds like it's going to be really something. Henry
Oh
Rollins,
my
Iggy
God.
Pop. I have not heard of this. I will have to see if that's on Spotify so I can give it a listen.
What are you, my dear? You are the queen of Christmas. Yes. You're just into the Christmas. You're picking up all the good Christmas stuff for us.
Sex Pistols Christmas special. I don't even want to know what happened. That would probably been very interesting.
Is that on YouTube? Where can we find that? Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet it's not.
I bet it's not either.
I bet it's not. I tell you. Yeah, it's not the Star Wars Christmas special, but so close.
Don't you be dissing Life Day.
Say what?
Don't you be dissing Life Day.
Life Day. I'm not dissing Life Day. I'm just listening. Yeah. I am. I'm giving grief to the special itself.
Oh, Brian says yes, it is on YouTube.
Okay. Let me get my notepad out again. I gotta get a notepad because this is important. I need to see. This is something I need to see. Sex Pistols Christmas special. I'm writing it down. Why not? All right. Thank you for the tip. I will look it up. It is on YouTube. I'm telling you. So
That'll be fun.
it would be. It should be. I can't wait. I'll play it for my mother too. She'll probably love it as well.
Somehow I don't think Momster's going to be into the Sex Pistols.
Probably not. Now, if Gary Puckett or somebody like that did, or an Elvis Christmas special.
Oh, I'm sure Elvis had them. I don't know about Gary Puckett, but I'm sure they did some Christmas songs in the
Elvis
60s. They all did.
more than one Christmas special. Per Google, the top 10 Christmas songs. Guess where Mariah Carey fell on that list? Yeah,
number 1.
No, number 2 actually.
Behind 2,
White Christmas. Behind White Christmas.
Okay.
And then Last Christmas by Wham.
And other people that have re-recorded it.
And other people, right? Jingle Bell Rock by Bobby Helms. Christmas Song, Chet's Nuts. You remember that one? Nat King Cole did that one. And he did a fine job of that one, too.
Yeah.
I love that one. Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, Brenda Lee. Silent Night, a serene hymn that brings peace to the season. They don't care who does it. They don't have an actual artist listed for that one. Feliz Navidad by Jose Feliciano.
Yep.
And Eartha Kitt doing Santa Baby, which I can agree with.
Yep.
And Do They Know It's Christmas by Band-Aid, basically. All the groups that were part of Band-Aid. Nowhere is Mary Carpenter on that list.
No.
Oh, there she is. She will listen. She's very open-minded about things like that. She'd be like, yeah, I can listen to that. Why not? Well, I'll set it up for you, Ma. I have it written down right here.
And there's the title of it. Never mind the baubles.
Yep. I'll find it.
Yeah, I will too. I'm very curious now.
I will find it.
Now, it's interesting, that entire top 10 list you just read off.
Yeah.
Except for Mariah Carey, a lot of them have had more modern remakes that lasted a year or two and then disappeared in favor of the original. Like Madonna's version of Santa Baby, Hall & Oates' Jingle Bell Rock. I'm not sure about the other ones, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, who Brenda Lee hit number 1 with that for the first time last year. So that was something. I just watched a video of Brenda Lee. Somebody was taking a video of her shopping at Target, and she was looking at the album. She went to the album section, and she's like, "Oh, it never gets old seeing yourself on an album." And she proceeded to go over, take the album out, undo it, take the album, and show the vinyl, the pink vinyl. I'm like, I hope you're buying that, Brenda.
I hope so too.
I don't think Target gave you the permission to do that.
I hope so.
It was funny.
Sign the vinyl and put it back in the sleeve. You know what? If she did that, I'd buy that album. What the hell? I would buy that. Even if it was open, if it had her signature on it and we had some kind of, authentication to prove it, yes, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Randall says, I saw Brenda Lee having breakfast at Shoney's a few years ago. Woman of the people. Woman of the people. She don't put on airs. She's just a good old-fashioned girl. And I'm happy with that. She's not 13 anymore either.
No.
But yeah.
I have to be honest with you. I'm a little incensed that the Merry Christmas Darling isn't on that list either. So there you go. Of course, I love their version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and nobody really played it except the year it came out, and I always loved it. So that's on Holiday Hootenanny #1 also.
Yeah, there should be more Carpenters on that list. I'm just sorry. Because I mean, Merry Christmas, Darling, right? They did that. That was their song. I don't believe. Did anybody else release it before they did?
No.
Yeah, there you go. Hello, Jeffrey. How are you doing? How's it going, man? So yeah, those are the Google list. Now I'm sure everybody has their list, right?
Yeah.
Everybody has their list. I'm checking a few other ones here. Oh, yeah, and Holly Jolly Christmas by Burl Ives is another one that's like every year. You hear that every year. One of Mary's favorites is War is Over, Happy Christmas. John Lennon and Yoko. But
yes, we talked about that on the Chick Chat the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. Love that song, but yeah, we're not really big fans of Yoko. I'm sorry.
Not either.
If you love Yoko, it's
although when she wants to, she's actually not a bad singer. And the problem is her art usually overcomes the singing. So
the screaming and the hollering and the making noise and the grunting is not my thing. But anyway.
Nope, me neither.
Nope. Sex Pistols are from England. But I could start it long enough to see what they sound like. Oh yeah, she's not into English bands, I guess. But wait a minute.
Okay, it's not.
Wait a minute. Is Gary Puckett not an Englishman? No, maybe not. I don't know.
No, he's not.
He's not. He's Canadian, if anything.
I agree. Great song. It's been done by so many people. The most popular version is the Harry Simeon Chorale, which came from the television special, and it was
yes, that's the one, Patrick.
It was a lot of great versions since then. I love the Nylons version. Love Joan Jett's rock version of it. There's all kinds of good versions of Drummer Boy out there.
Rachel has us on mute, but she's saying hey. Hi, Rachel.
Hey. You can watch it back later, Rachel.
Yeah. Yes. Please.
With the sound on.
I like it. Oh, My Christmas Baby by Otis Redding and Mary, Did You Know My Name? Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
Yep.
That's a good one, too. Collect. Good. Yeah, they're all good ones. Snoopy versus the Red Baron. There you go.
Yeah. Well, Snoopy versus the Red Baron is not the Christmas song. It's Snoopy's Christmas. That's this Christmas song, but it's also the Red Baron, too. So.
But the Red Baron's in there. They made a lot of money on that Red Baron and Snoopy stuff, let me tell you.
Yeah, they did.
There's like 3 different songs or something.
All for the same band. Royal Guardsmen were huge Peanuts fans.
There you go. Other than that. Oh, they're back. You're back on now. Okay, good to know. Thank you. And thank you again. Rachel, we got a lovely card from you in our P.O. box. Thank you so much. It was very sweet of you to do that. Yep, hey, she's saying hey, and we say hi. Can I ask can I ask a prayer for Madison, Wisconsin's shooting today?
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yes, indeed. Also, all right. So Mariah Carey. So talking about Christmas songs that annoy us, Mariah Carey is one, although it's a lovely song.
It is. It's just been overplayed to death. I wish they'd find something else by her, because that album is great, and now it's come out in 3 different new versions on vinyl. One of them is a Zoetrope edition, which is where you put it on the platter and it does these hologram things. And but I mean, All I Want for Christmas Is You is just overplayed. She did a great version of it. She didn't do it because they're signed to the same label. They took Mariah's version and spliced Justin Bieber in one year, and I actually played that version on Holiday Hootenanny
I don't.
too, and I like that one just as much as the other one, and it's
Okay.
different. You never hear it anymore. So
I heard that version, and I was like, "Who is that?" And I wasn't watching the roll by on it. I'm like, "Who is that doing that? What that sounded? It was actually pretty good.
yeah,
A lot better than I thought it would be." Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. Yeah, that's a good one too. And Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, that's another one that you see.
although strangely enough, going back to Christmas time, this has
Uh-huh.
been voted one of the worst Christmas songs ever written by so many critics. It's just like, it's still a lot of fun, and I love hearing different versions of it. Ready Set did a cover of it in 2012 for one of the Punk Goes Christmas albums. Hanson does it on one of their Christmas albums. I mean, I really get a kick out of that song. I don't care, what they say about it. But yeah, the original one is kind of dated at this point from '79.
Well,
It sounds dated.
it's a simple little song, really. It's just a lot of repetition, and it's just. But I don't think it's horrible. I've heard worse. I've heard a
Yeah.
lot worse.
Oh yeah.
Can I count The River by Joni Mitchell? Melodic masterpiece. Melancholic. I'm sorry, masterpiece. Yeah. So what was the one? So all right, I got to tell you, Mariah Carey is in a movie that not her version of it, but the song that she does. There's certain movies at the holiday season that Mary and I watch, like religiously. No pun intended. One of them is Love Actually.
Oh
I think I
God.
sent you a copy of it.
No need to. I've seen it. It's like not something I really want to sit through again. Total
Yeah, I
chick flick.
know, right? So anyway, but it's still one of our favorites for the holidays, just because. I don't know why, but it is. Yeah, so that song's on there, but there's just it's a holiday movie. You can check that out. Check that out. Speaking of Joni Mitchell. Reading this here, hold on. Too repetitious. Yeah, it is very, I would say. Very much so. All right, what other songs you guys sick of hearing for Christmas?
I'm glad they finally stopped. I mean, lately, at least I haven't heard it, but I haven't been listening to the Christmas stations lately. But we don't seem to hear Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer all that much anymore. And we couldn't get away from that for about 20 years. and now it's kind of slowed down, and I'm like, yeah, okay, nice. I don't have to listen to this more than once or twice. So.
Christine is a holiday movie.
Patrick, you think Die Hard's a holiday movie too, don't you?
Okay, so if you guys want a new holiday movie to watch that you have not seen before, I'll come up with the title of it in a second. I forgot it already. Hang on a second. Let me write this down. But I was going to say Long Kiss Goodnight. That's the movie. Watch that. That's a holiday movie. As much as Die Hard is. So, yeah, watch that. Go check it out. It's got Gina Davis in it and Samuel L. Jackson.
Patrick, that does not make it a holiday movie.
There's a tree in it. Doesn't make it a holiday movie. Go watch Long Kiss Goodnight. I'm not sure where it's streaming. I'm sure you guys can Google where is Long Kiss Goodnight streaming, and you will find it. Are you talking? Which one is he talking about here? Is he talking about that one?
I think he's talking about your movie.
Oh, maybe. Okay. Christine is also a great song with. Oh yeah, the Banshees. Not every Christmas. Not very Christmassy. Yeah, I'm not sure where that's coming from. You have Long Kiss Goodnight on VHS? No shit. Probably.
Patrick, you've been hitting the eggnog this evening, haven't you?
Why not? Pluto TV free with ads. Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's on Pluto. Go watch it.
You can find all kinds of stuff on Pluto and Tubi.
It's chicks kicking butt, and I'm good with that. I like Gina Davis. She did a good job in that movie. So did Mr. Jackson. Yes, ma'am. Exactly. So, yeah, the other one would be the barking dogs, the Jingle Bells by the dogs.
Singing dogs, yep.
That one got beat to death too.
Yeah.
along with Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Yeah, but there's all kinds of ones that have been beat to death that are not novelties too, like all the ones on that top 10 list, which we hear every year. How many different versions of White Christmas are out there? Could we hear something besides Bing Crosby?
No,
You know?
no, no. I guess
Axl
not.
Rose's version of White Christmas was awesome.
No. I mean, I think that's going to roll off though eventually, because as people age out, and I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just saying that was of a time, right? That was of a generation. And I think as generations change, more
Yeah.
songs will replace that, or a version of that.
But
Other
Dawn,
versions of that will be
there,
replaced.
there, there have been at least 5 generations since that thing came out. So that hasn't changed.
Well, some people are sticking with it. It's like glue. It kind of sticks to you. Mary says, I would have a hard time picking a favorite holiday song, though. Mannheim Steamroller Christmas, 1984. Still Not, which is Silent Night, right?
Silent Night,
version gets me in the feels every time. Nice. Yeah, I do like Mannheim.
Anything Mannheim Steamroller does, whether it's Christmas or not, I love them. I love Chip Davis and everything he's done with that stuff. And it's hard to believe that he is also the same man that was behind what became C.W. McCall. So
terrifying. That's terrifying. Interesting, though. Interesting gap there. Bing did a great job, but I also would like to hear someone else sing it. Yeah, exactly. He did a great job. It's a great song.
Oh yeah.
But there are other artists who can do it probably just as well, or maybe better. Maybe.
I'm gonna get laughed out of the room for saying this, but I like Michael Bolton's version of White Christmas.
My mother will never laugh you out of the room because she likes Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton's Christmas album was top notch. I love his version of Joy to the World. And I mean, you can tell he and Mariah recorded the same year because they both used the same backing tracks on several songs. They're on the same label. So her version of Joy to the World, his version, same backtrack, different vocalist. It's like, okay.
Well, if you were handy with a mixer, you could pitch those together so you could do a duet.
Yeah, I'm not good with mixers.
Oh, okay. Somebody out there, make it so. Thank you. And now that we know this, you've got power, people. Make it happen.
Well, it's just like back in the day that Columbia's always done that, because Columbia did the same thing when Johnny Mathis and Andy Williams released Christmas albums. The same backtracks. They just replaced the vocals from one to the other. Like It's a Most Wonderful Time of the Year and Sleigh Ride and all those have the same backing tracks on both albums. They both came out the same year. So.
You've never heard him sing White Christmas? You can go to, after we're done here, go to YouTube and type in Michael Bolton's White Christmas.
Yeah.
And I bet you there's a copy of it out there somewhere for you. And you can hear it. There you go. I live to make my mother's life more interesting. Finding her stuff. All sorts of things. But yeah, that's cool too. As far as, so those are, I can't think of any other ones. The get you, the novelty ones are the ones that probably stick out the most to me, that are overplayed.
My favorite novelty one never gets played on the radio. So, because their radio stations are not likely to play it because it's aimed at kids and it's not really something that the adults would get a kick out of. But I enjoy it. I think it's funny. So,
which is, what was that?
Christmas Cash by Fred Figglehorn.
Christmas Cash. I'm writing it down. I don't remember it.
It'll be on this week's show.
Well, then I don't have to worry about it. Thank you for that. Hey, Laura, welcome. She says, fan of Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Yes. Went to see them 4 or 5 times, and they're exciting. I would think so. That would be a show I would like to see. I'm sure the light show.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra, they're not really a band.
Trans-Siberian? Yeah.
They're a concept. The band is actually Sabotage, but they call themselves Trans-Siberian whenever they do Christmas music.
Are you going to pick on my Alan Parsons Project stuff now? It's not really a band.
I love them, but I'm
Not
just
really a
saying
band.
the Trans-Siberian Orchestra is a concept band.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the band is actually Sabotage, which is, they're upfront about that, and they're great. They do great stuff.
Yeah, but
Heavy metal
Trans-Siberian
Christmas music.
Orchestra is a much more marketable title than Sabotage.
It is. It is. It is. Yeah.
I mean, your band name is much more marketable. People will buy albums from the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, but they're
I
not
think
going to be buying them from Sabotage.
one of the
Just
best
saying.
things I ever saw was when we had Comcast on their on-demand stuff for Christmas, they'd have some of the light shows,
Mm-hmm.
and they had one light show. This is way back before you started getting all the crazy stuff that's on Christmas Light Fight every year. Just one
Yeah, but like
house,
the first
but the
one.
lights were synchronized to 2012 Christmas, 2024 Christmas Eve Sarajevo, and
Yeah.
it was freaking amazing. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
just one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
It's like one of the first ones that ever came out of that type of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those. That's probably what turned us on to them, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That they did it to that particular track. And yeah, it was beautiful. They did a great job. I don't watch the light show.
I watch them every now and then just because I think they're fun to watch, but I haven't watched any the last couple of years. So
people go crazy with this stuff. People go crazy with Christmas lights in the first place, but then when you're syncing it all to music and things, first of all, that's a lot of money.
There was a great one. I think I sent you the link for Halloween that Kim and I watched, and we're just fascinated by it.
Was that with the three pumpkins out front?
Yes. Yeah. That was awesome.
Those are good. I love those. I think the same guy is now doing it with like 3 presents or 3 little Christmas trees out front or something. Same type of thing.
Yep.
But yeah, where they got fireworks and things going on. Sabotage. Wait a minute. I think I've ever heard of it, but
sorry.
No, that's okay. Columbia House catalogs. I know. I haven't seen one of those in a while. It's really friendly and pose for pictures with people. Seriously. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. That's probably where they own. Kim has a couple of their albums, but not my cup of tea, but I love them as Trans-Siberian Orchestra, so they're awesome.
Well, what does their other stuff sound like?
It's heavy metal, basic heavy metal stuff, but
just not holiday themed.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Patrick says Don Henley's cover of Please Come for Christmas is pretty good. Do you have that one? Are you putting that in the Christmas show? Because I'm going to write that one down.
I think that's the Eagles. Listed as the Eagles. Please Come Home for Christmas from '78.
It's not Don Henley per se, so it might be Eagles?
He sings lead. It's Eagles.
Well, yeah, I knew that, but I thought maybe it might have he does solo stuff, so I thought maybe.
I don't know. He might do a solo. But I've never seen it solo.
Is it Please Come Home for Christmas, or is it Please Come for Christmas? And that's a whole nother show.
Not spelled that way.
I know. Okay, I'm writing it down.
And there goes the yank. Whoop! Yeah. You guys are off the air.
Yep.
Give me the hook.
That's all right. all our shows are just, this close to being parental guidance suggested. So there you go.
But yeah, the classics, I agree with Patrick. It's a great version of that song. And I love Springsteen's Santa Claus is Coming to Town too. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that is a lot of fun. And I'm not a big Springsteen fan, but that's one song of his I'll tolerate.
I'm not either, but I like that, and I like his Merry Christmas Baby. They're both great covers of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know why whenever you hear Run, Rudolph, Run, that's not what they say in the song. It's always Run, Run, Rudolph. Why didn't they name it Run, Run, Rudolph instead of Run, Rudolph, Run? Chuck Berry does it. Dave Edmonds does it. It's like, you Run, Rudolph, Run, but you say Run, Run, Rudolph. You don't say Run, Rudolph, Run. So, okay.
Well, there's mysteries of the universe. I don't know. Run, Run, Reindeer. I have no idea. But now I got to worry about that too. So what other ones, guys, do you think? Okay, so an obscure, you pretty much feel like nobody's ever heard it and you really enjoy it Christmas song. Anybody, chat and everybody else, let's hear what that would be.
What's that for you?
For me, it's not super obscure. But I don't know if anybody knows it per se. So I'll go back to one of my standards. John Denver did something with the Muppets. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He did a whole Muppet Christmas album. There's a song on there, and I think it's to his son. It's a Merry Christmas, Little Zachary, that one.
Yeah.
And I cannot remember the name of the song, but that's the song I'm thinking of. That would be one.
I think that's A Baby Just Like You.
Okay.
And that's also on his Rocky Mountain Christmas album also.
It might be, yeah. Let me find it. And you can go with your next one.
My song of that nature that everyone should hear, that's kind of not known. There was a group, they started here in Boston, that was on America's Got Talent a few years ago. They're called Sons of Serendip. They did piano, violin, and vocal. And fantastic stuff. And their version of Oh Holy Night from their 2017 Christmas album just blew my mind. I love that. That's my favorite hymn of all the Christmas hymns. And John Denver does a great job. Billy Gilman knocks it out of the ballpark. Sons of Serendip make both of them look like, yesterday's news. So that's just how I feel.
That would be the one. Yeah, you're right about the John Denver. It's A Baby Just Like You.
Yeah,
that is a beautiful little song. And I just realized it says the Disney's the Muppets now. Disney owns everything, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Even the Muppets.
Whack.
Ooh. Anyway, when you look it up, it says Disney's Muppets. Anyway, yes. So what do we got?
Are we gonna have Disney's Star Wars on everything soon?
Oh,
and
sure.
Disney's Marvel's The Avengers?
Yes, exactly. Type O. I'm not sure what that means. Glamma is starting 12 Days with Resellers cover. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a membership to the Cajun Roots Reseller. Okay. Why not? Not obscure, but it's quite mainstream. Just Christmas wrapping. Ooh.
Yep.
All right, I'm writing that one down too. That's
another great cover of It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year is from a group called Plus One. They were a contemporary Christian boy band, and they kind of went nuts with a boogie woogie style version of that song that is absolutely amazing. If you've never heard it, listen to it because it's on their one Christmas album. That's one of my favorite Christmas albums too. So
very cool. Christmas at the Zoo by the Flaming Lips. All right, I'm getting that one too.
I did a Flaming Lips Christmas song on episode 3 of Holiday Hootenanny. I didn't know it. I found it looking around for rock stuff. So
does that mean they have more than one Christmas song? That's amazing. You didn't do this one, right? You did a different one.
I didn't do this one. No, I did a different one.
Huh. This one never came out on CD. It was only available on LP and cassette. John Anderson from Yes, 3 Ships.
Yeah, I've never heard that. I've always wanted to. I love John Anderson stuff. Terrific vocalist he is.
Is that the album we have, babe, or is that a different album? Or do we have it, is the question. And I think you used to have Charlotte Church CD, Dream a Dream, that had some holiday music on it.
I still can't believe Charlotte Church willingly walked away from the career that she had. She was an amazing vocalist. And I have that Christmas album too. She's fantastic.
She had to have reasons.
Yeah, she did.
You never know what causes people to do what they do. I'm writing that one down too. Rachel, thank you.
Charlotte Church is awesome.
Yeah. Writing it down. Okay. Yep, Mary agrees with that. And I need to listen to it online since I lost a CD. Oh, no. Oh, if we ever find one in our CD stash, it's yours, Rachel. Yep. Oh, okay. We do have it. There you go. Cool. A Change at Christmas is a big hit for Flaming Lips. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I did. Change at Christmas. That's the
Change
one
at
that I had
Christmas.
on
Okay,
the
so
thing.
that's the one
Yeah.
that you did for your third
I'd
one.
never heard it before. I really liked it. I thought it was really good. So I was like,
Well, I
that's
said
pretty cool.
I meant if we had an extra one, Mare, I'd send it to her. I meant if we had an extra one. I'm not going to send her ours. I mean, yeah, but no. I totally meant if we have an extra one, we'll send it to her. That's what I meant.
Another
Unless
one that
you
most
find
people
the
don't
next-
think of.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, unless she has an extra one, and then we'll send it to her. There you go. But I think she means it's in our collection.
Hmm.
So
Another Christmas album that I love that a lot of people didn't get right away when it came out, although it did sell well the first year, but he's kind of fallen off the radar. Clay Aiken's Merry Christmas with Love. That album is spot on from beginning to end, and the title track is another one of those songs that just turns me into a puddle every time I hear it.
Is he doing anything recently? I know he did the
He's running for office mostly.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
that Christmas album that came out, I think it was out a year after American Idol. It was top notch.
Very cool. And you just recently got a Christopher Cross one too, right?
I did, and it's fantastic. It just came out. It came out originally in 2006, but it hasn't been available on CD for a number of years until this year. And it just came out on vinyl on Record Store Day, Black Friday. So I love him anyway, and his voice and Christmas go perfectly together. They're just awesome.
Yeah, he's got a. I'd say that would be a good one. I've got to get it. I want to get it in vinyl, but that's one that I want to get for sure. And a lot of these guys, you don't have to buy the record; you can go listen to them somewhere online.
The nice thing about Christmas music is if you don't want to buy it, you can stream it. This is one time of the year you can allow yourself to stream and not be disappointed, because it means you don't have to have a lot of Christmas music. You're only going to play once a year usually. Set up a nice Christmas playlist on Spotify or Amazon or Apple Music and just go to town.
Or Pandora. Although Pandora has a tendency to
repeat the same 5 songs over and over
and over.
They're worse than hit radio.
Didn't we just hear White Christmas by Bing Crosby? Yes, we did. Okay. Is that Mariah Carey? Yes, it is. It's again. Thank you very much. They do a pretty good job, though.
Now, if I were to stand here while we're talking, I don't know how loud your speaker is. If I were to say the A word, play White Christmas, would she do it?
Yeah, you want me to do it?
No, I just wanted to know.
Okay, yeah, she would. She would. Would
she know which one to play?
She would probably play the one that's in her database as the most popular.
Okay.
I could try it. You want to try this?
Sure, go ahead.
Alexa, play White Christmas.
White Christmas, 1947 version, and similar songs on Amazon Music.
There you go. Alexa, stop. I don't want to give you any copyright infringement.
Yeah.
There.
Oh yeah. But that's
interesting. So name a song. Try this at home. And I'm sorry, guys, I didn't mean to do this to your Alexa if she went off. Yeah, she's still good. Ask for just the title of the song and see which one it plays. Because obviously, there's more than just one, right?
Yeah. They're always going to gravitate toward the one that was the most popular. I think that's exactly, you hit it right on the nose.
Let's try it again. Alexa, play Santa Baby.
Shuffling Santa Baby and similar songs on Amazon Music.
Eartha Kitt, yep.
Yep, Eartha Kitt. Alexa, stop. You can't get away from it. So this is why they're in high rotation, and that's why people do. That's why the radio stations do it.
Yeah,
they're all run by Alexa. I don't know about that, but you get the idea. Ooh, ask this. Mary, ask a good question. Alexa, how many versions of White Christmas are there?
From Wikipedia.org, White Christmas is the most recorded Christmas song. There have been more than 500 recorded versions of the song.
Oh my gosh.
Alexa, play every version of White Christmas.
White Christmas, and similar
We'll be
songs
here a while.
on Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop. She's not going to play every version because she can't for licensing reasons, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, and
Some of them are out of print, I'm sure.
And similar songs. There you go. And similar songs. Yeah. So, but yeah, you just tell your assistant or your wiretap or whatever you want to call her or ones like her that you want to listen to Christmas music, and they'll pump that stuff right to your house, right through the airwaves. I know, 500.
Yeah, I know. That's what my reaction was.
Yes, indeedy.
I can't say I'm surprised.
So, are there any? So, you guys, okay, holiday season. We all do our things. What movies do you guys usually watch about this time of year? I know that we're doing, of course, Die Hard and other Christmas movies. Is there a Christmas movie you guys listen to or watch every year because you like the music and or the story? There are a lot of Christmas movies out there, by the way. If you go to the Hallmark Channel, you might as well just give up your day job. There's a lot out there. That whole Hallmarky big town girl goes back home to run the bookstore that her mother left her, and the boyfriend who she never really connected up with comes back into her life, and the whole thing, that whole storyline. The whole like goal now is collect every version of White Christmas. Oh, you Lord!
Created a monster, Dawn. I hope
Lord.
You're happy.
Yeah, Rachel. Yes, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. That's classic, man.
I can't honestly say that I watch Christmas movies, but I love watching Christmas specials, particularly a Charlie Brown Christmas, which I love. We watch it every year, and now we can do it on Apple without the inferior Charlie Brown's Christmas Tales showing with it, like ABC had to do every year. So,
you just watch it to watch Snoopy dance around the piano, or what?
There's a particular moment on that particular special that has a button for me, and it never fails to trigger, and that's during Lucy and Schroeder's discussion of Jingle Bells. I am on the floor.
You're just a softie at heart.
I am on the floor every time, just laughing my ass off because the expression on Schroeder's face is so funny, and they did such a great job with it. I never fail to completely lose it when I see that scene.
All right. Rich says if you have YouTube Premium, it is available under the movies and TV. There you go. If you have YouTube Premium, which I do. It's like the best money I've ever spent in my life. That, and I don't get all those commercials. I love that. Yeah. Yes, indeed. For sure. Oh, and so we do, like I said, we do Love Actually. But we also do other things as well. But we like White Don't tell Alexa. White Christmas. And Holiday Inn. Kind of the same movie. But you get the idea. What other ones do we watch? Mayor, chime in here. What other ones do we watch at Christmas time? November is V for Vendetta month. And, so you do the holiday things.
I will tend to try to find classic Christmas specials, like variety specials from the 60s and 70s. I love watching those. I have a couple of the Carpenters ones on DVD, and I have Captain Tennille and a few other ones from the 70s.
Donnie and Marie?
No. And not Donnie and Marie, not despite people trying to give it to me. And I have a few other ones that I love to find on YouTube and watch, just because that's what I used to watch when I was a kid, and my mom loved those, and we used to sit and watch them every year while wrapping presents or watching the lights on the tree or whatever. Just one of those memories you can't help but want to enjoy again.
It's amazing. We're living in a wonderful time as far as being able to access some retro stuff like that.
Yeah.
There were a lot of Christmas specials.
You and I are old enough to remember the time when once it was gone, it was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have
didn't
everything
watch
in the repository. So
If you didn't catch it when it was on, you didn't see it again until next year.
yeah.
Yeah. Now I don't know. Do they do? There are a couple things that they play at Christmas time, movie wise, that have nothing to do with Christmas. I think like The Sound of Music is one of them. I don't know why, but
There's
at
a
least they
Christmas
used to.
scene because My
Mhm.
Favorite Things is considered a Christmas song.
Possibly, yeah. That might be because I've never really understood why that was something to do with Christmas. Besides, it was in the Alps or whatever, and I don't know. A few of my favorite things might be. I don't consider it a Christmas song, but
I don't either.
I'm not sure. So yeah. So what about you guys? Other things that we should know about Christmas wise? There's got to be other songs out there that we haven't thought of or discussed. There's got to be other TV shows or movies that are at this time of year. Of course, everybody's watching Frosty, right? They still do the Rankin and Bass, those holiday. They weren't even a full half hour, were they? Those shows. Frosty the
Well,
Snowman,
with
Rudolph the
commercials,
Red-Nosed
yeah, they were.
Reindeer.
Well, Rudolph was an hour, and so was Frosty was a half hour. But I haven't watched them for a long time, so I was never enamored with those the way I was with Charlie Brown Christmas.
Aha, okay. But yeah, I remember Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I cannot remember the one. I know there's one with Santa Claus's like backstory.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
That was it. Thank you.
Fred Astaire.
Fred Astaire. Yeah, it was the mailman,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Albert Finney's version of Scrooge. It has that "Thank you very much" song in it. Hey, yeah.
Rachel, my wife, loves that. She's seen it a number of times. She loves that movie.
Yeah, that was good.
She loves to watch one of those every year, either that one or the Alistair Sim. And we loved the animated one with Jim Carrey. It was fantastic.
I would also highly recommend, if you get a chance, Patrick Stewart did an audio version of Christmas Carol, which is really good. I had the CD for a while. I don't know if we still have it or not, but he did a wonderful job of that. First of all, Patrick Stewart's voice, he could read the phone book and I'd be happy with that.
Let's say, Don, it's Patrick freaking Stewart. Of course it's going to be good.
Yeah, he basically read the Christmas carols like a 2 or 3 CD set. It was amazing. And he did a great job. So I highly recommend that if you get a chance. And that you can just listen to. It's like an audio book. You don't have to watch anything.
Yeah.
I also liked a Muppet Christmas Carol, so shoot me for that.
Kim loves that too. I don't know if I've never seen it, but Kim loves it too.
You've never seen a Muppet Christmas Carol?
I have never seen any of the Muppet films except the one that came out in 2012. I used to be
the Muppet movie?
No, never seen any of the original films. Because I lived in a small town, I couldn't get to those theaters, and then I haven't watched them on TV. So,
dude,
I know.
But then
we
again,
were gonna go see the Muppet movie at the Brattle when they showed it, and then I got sick, so I couldn't go. Yeah. So, because I'd never seen it, Kim loves it. Just one of her favorite, kiddie films.
Kermit singing Rainbow Connection, man. You got to be there for that.
Yeah, I know.
Marley and Marley, Waldorf and Statler. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, Rachel, exactly. It was perfect. They did such a great job on that one. We still have the Patrick Stewart, says my wife. Yay! I probably would get a copy strike if I tried to upload that to YouTube, but I'm sure somebody has already. Just, maybe it's Patrick Stewart that did it, but that was a while ago. That was like way back in the 80s or something. I got that. I can't remember how long ago that was. But yeah.
Early 90s, I think. It was when Next Gen was still on, but it was near the end of its run. I remember when they did that, so.
Yep. And I was a sucker who ponied up for the money for that, definitely. He did a great job. It's a nice, quiet little story, and there you go. But yeah, dude, we have to, if you want to do a watch party or something, we could do that. Muppet Christmas Carol watch party. I think we should do it. Just everybody subscribe to Disney Plus, and we'll all start it at the same time, and then we'll all break.
We probably would, because Kim loves those, so she probably would do it. We would probably do it.
Yeah, Rachel, I agree with you there. It was a great show. They did a great job. But hey, crazy. Oh my gosh. So I think we're gonna wrap it up. Dude, talk about what's going on with your channel, please.
I have all kinds of stuff going on with the channel. I have Daily Obscuria Monday through Friday at 11. I have a number of specialty shows, including the Holiday Hootenanny shows, which are showing up usually on Wednesday through Christmas, although the Christmas week one will be on probably Monday or Tuesday. And the show that's exploded, Saturday Night Disco Party, Saturdays at 11 p.m. 2 hours of classic disco from the 70s and 80s. And I have a whole bunch of other stuff on, too. So come over to TKR Video Central and check out all my shows.
And talk about where your subscribers are right now.
My subscribers are over 900. I went over 900 subscribers and 5,000 watch hours this week. And I'm like, hey, I'll take it.
It's amazing. I'm so happy.
I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what we can do about it for sure. Yeah.
Considering over 200 of those subscriptions came in the last month. That's insane. I should have done the disco show 5 years ago. So it's like, okay.
Who knew?
Yeah, no kidding.
Who knew?
I did it. I started Saturday Night Disco Party as a response to another vinyl community member doing a very negative thing about disco music.
Yep.
And I'm a big disco fan. I grew up in that era, and I said, screw you guys. I want to do something with disco music. And I had no idea what would happen. And it's just blown up. And I cannot thank those. If you subscribed and are watching this for the first time because you were watching Saturday Night Disco Party, thank you so much.
See, a negative into a positive. There you go. Yeah, the long format stuff seems to be working for us as well. We're doing the 45 plays on Sundays at noon, and we've been definitely maxing out our numbers are growing quite a bit. I think we're like 4 or 5 away from 1,000.
Everybody, if you haven't subscribed to Dawn and Mary, go subscribe, because they're only 5 away from 1,000. We want to get them to 1,000 before the end of the week.
And then fireworks and things, I guess, happen. I don't know what happens. But yeah,
I don't have that queued up. I could have played that little clip from Schoolhouse Rock, and they're going to be fireworks.
You could have. I never thought of that. So yeah, we're doing that. And we're doing other things as well. Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon is Chick Chat. We've got, oh goodness, all sorts of things going on. We're still doing Weird Album Wednesday. Check out Weird Album Wednesday this week. You'll get an absolute. It's like. I
looked at that on because I'm a member, so I looked at that early, and I'm like, what the heck? Who would buy a record of this?
Members get early access to the boredom. Yeah. And basically it's almost an hour of two guys droning on about a land speed record. So it's yeah. I don't know why they made records like this, but they did. And that's where that goes. And then we're going to continue to upload stuff from our personal library as long as it can stay on YouTube and they don't block it, but they blocked a lot of them. So look for that when it comes out. Get it early because it goes away.
Yeah, it does.
45s are hanging in there, man, but those LPs, they're knocking them down left and right. And then, of course, we're doing on Tuesday, we do this little thing.
Sorry, you said clicking the button. We always, I know.
Yep, we
it's
both
like self-destructive.
That's going on. We're going to have a lot of cool Christmas music on that. We're doing a couple pylons this month. I think we're going to continue on. As long as we have records, we're going to continue doing the pylons. So cheap music, kids. Way to get some cheap music. We appreciate everybody coming in 2 weeks. We still got one more. Well, we'll be after Christmas, this next show that we're doing, Music Mojo, but it's going to be before the New Year, right? It's New Year's Eve.
We're going to do kind of like a year-end wrap-up and talk about what we'd like to see in that 2025 and whatever. I thought that would be the way to go with that one.
And you'll be hosting, so you got full control.
All right.
And I'm fine with that. If anybody would like to come on and discuss the year in music, please send TC or I a message because we would love to hear from you. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
That's a good question, Rachel. What do you think, Dawn?
I notice I can listen to them with my phone screen off. Is that due to the early access? Possibly. I don't know. I've never thought. I haven't tried it that way. Being it's my channel, I can do that anyway. But
Yeah.
it might be. That's good. If you want to listen to it and not have to watch it, that's cool. It saves power on your phone. I will have to check. Somebody who knows more about YouTube than I do, please let us know if that's true. Because I don't know. It is weird though. That's cool. And I wouldn't suggest listening to the Weird Album Wednesday like that. That'll kill you. Or put you to sleep. Don't drive when you're listening to that one. Okay?
Although
Don't
isn't that
drive.
just the modern the old equivalent of what our modern day books are? The audiobooks? It kind of
like,
is.
It's kind of it's almost like a podcast.
Yeah.
It really reminded me of a podcast, but they're not voice personalities per se. These are two guys who know about the land speed record, and it was just like, okay, this is how boring it was. The turntable I bought that I now feature with those videos, the 1+1, it shut itself off in protest. It literally stopped, and I had to edit back. Yeah, I had to start it over or start from where it stopped and edit that together because it shut itself off in protest. It did not like what I was listening to. So, there you have it. There you have it. All right, kids. I think we're going to have to boogie now, but we will see you guys on the YouTubes. Thank you, TC. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and discussing your Christmas memories and wishes and favorite songs and stuff. We will see you in 2 weeks on TC's channel.
And simulcasting here.
Say what?
And simulcasting here.
And of course, we'll simulcast, yes. But I definitely would like to see some faces, some friendly faces pop in if you guys want to. Let us know. Come in. We can come in and discuss. Don't even have to have your camera on. You can just shut it down and just talk to us. That would be fine too. We'd be happy to do that. I think that's it. I think we're going to boogie. What do you think, TC?
All righty. I think that's a good idea.
Thanks,
everybody.
everybody.
Have a wonderful holiday season, whichever you celebrate. And if you don't celebrate, just have a great day.
Exactly. Bye, guys. Take care tonight.
Do hip kicks.